everybody from here is worried. We are working, we have a contract, but maybe they will send us home, maybe no. Who knows?
Where are you from?
Romania.
And without them, we couldn't grow, pick, pack what we grow.
He's worried.
Who?
The fellow we spoke to who grows fruit for a living.
He can worry all his life. You're a Remainer, aren't you?
No, I just ask questions. While the Labour Party was enjoying its celebratory conference in Brighton and the Tories were getting ready for their big event in Manchester, we were out on the road. In fields, factories, football grounds and high streets, we've been divining the national mood 15 months after the result of the EU referendum. And a strange mixture of tension.
Don't be so ridiculous and stupid.
Who would pick
you
the fruit?
funny little man.
Impatience.
I wish they'd get their asses into gear.
What, do it?
Yeah.
Boredom. Wasn't it the most important thing that's ever happened in peacetime?
I know, but there's only so many questions you can answer on the street about it.
And among the people who Brexit may well hit hardest, rising anxiety.
Can I live here, or I need to go out from England?
Everything we've seen highlights the sense of a country in the midst of a seemingly unstoppable process that no one seems to have got their head around. What a weird sort of national moment this is. The negotiations clearly are a very crucial point. Party in power is sort of all over the place, and then weirdly enough it's decided to land in the middle of a cosmopolitan, very European city for Remain.
We're trying to go ahead with it on the exit from Brexit.
I'm Francesca, I'm an Italian nurse.
You're an Italian nurse? Okay.
I'm George, I'm English from Brighouse Consultants. Our environment is completely dependent on foreigners from Greece, Spain, Bulgaria. We have nurses from Romania, Italy.
Have you ever been on a march before?
No, never.
This is not your standard demo at Tory conference. These are somewhat unlikely protesters, with, it has to be said, some pretty unlikely leaders. So it is a long way from the heart of power to be protesting half a mile down the road from Tory conference, surrounded by police horses. What's going on? Can it be stopped?
Could be, yeah.
Come on, give me a bit more.
Yeah.
We'll show them our determination that we are going to stop Brexit.
Do you know people who've gone back to Italy?
Yes, I know some people who've gone back, and I know many people that wanted to come over here, but they decided not to come anymore after Brexit happened.
You said your kids have been worried about whether...
Yeah, especially my little one. There was a sense of, is something going to happen to Mum? Mum, are you going to stay? Are they going to make you leave? The European project was a project of peace, a project based on the fact that we were all the same, we could travel, work and live, make love and make family wherever we want.
What do you make of all that? Yeah.
Pathetic. Well, I just think we should look after our own more than anything. I really do believe in looking after our own.
Not everyone perhaps feels the anger I feel about it, but I am furious about the whole thing. I've never felt so strongly about a political issue in my life.
At the moment, the two main parties, Labour and the Tories, where do they fit into all this?
Well, you know, I was always a Labour voter. I'm no longer, because I'm very disillusioned with the way that their approach to Europe.
This doesn't really feel like a gathering of the politically dispossessed. A lot of people I've spoken to here, quite well-to-do, have got good middle-class jobs. But these are the people who, for the last year, a whole swathe of British politics has defined itself against. These are Ramoners, saboteurs, citizens of nowhere, and foreigners. And I suppose the question for the Tory party, in the midst of this rising sense of crisis, is whether these are going to be the people that's going to carry on kicking. I'm not in my element here.
And this week, the challenge on Wednesday is to tell the nation where it's going. What is the upshot post-Brexit?
How do you feel about Brexit?
I love it. I'm personally very pleased about Brexit and what's happening.
A lot of them out waving their EU flags, saying stop Brexit.
Yeah, well, a lot of people do want it stopped. A lot of people want it delivered.
The British people have spoken and they have made it clear that they want the United Kingdom to leave the European Union. Now we are carrying out their wishes.
The country voted for it. Either we believe in democratic decisions or we don't.
Makes me think of the great American satirist H.L. Mencken's famous quotation. Democracy is the theory that the common people know what they want and deserve to get it good and hard.
Brexit was clearly a vote on immigration. I mean, anyone says otherwise is a bit foolish, really. But I think the people that work in our hospitals, I mean, I was treated for my eye this week, and I got treated by a European doctor, and they're absolutely magnificent. You know, these people we love.
What if whichever deal we get, there's now a kind of neon sign over the country after the referendum that says we don't really like foreigners anymore?
I just don't believe that's the case.
People feel like that.
No, I think in the end we change that around by saying this is a fantastic place to come and live and work. We produce more jobs than at different times more the rest of Europe put together. We have unemployment of 4.3%. Why would you not want to come and work in a dynamic economy like that?
Bit sort of Empire Strikes Back, I quite like it. What's your work here, your job at the factory?
I collect sausage. Many people is unhappy with Brexit.
Yeah, but a lot of people still think it's a great idea. They want it.
I think they don't know what they doing when they say yes.
I'm not sure that they know what they vote, really, because I'm sure the work that we do, I'm not sure that a lot of English women will come here and stay like this so many hours.
Nobody in the UK wants to do a monotonous job. The low-skilled labour, there just isn't any around.
And what proportion of those are from EU countries?
In the factory, I'd say it was like 95%.
What's been your sense of how Brexit's affected your business already?
We've really struggled to get new members of staff over here. The labour from Eastern Europe, they don't want to come because they're worried about how long they can stay here.
And just to make this clear, for any Conservative politicians watching, you are entrepreneurship in action, right?
Yeah.
You were founded in 2013. You now produce, I'm told, 60 million sausages a year.
I would hate to see it all go down the pan.
Right. But you sound worried.
We're very worried, yeah.
I worry about my future. Can I live here? Can I have job here? Can I have pension here? What will be with me? I don't know now.
Wow. I want to give her a hug. What would you say to a politician in charge of Brexit?
I don't have what to say because he's smarter than me.
No,
I don't have what to teach him. I'm sure they know what they are doing.
Well, apparently there is one Tory politician whose grasp of the issues, whose vision of Britain's future can allay people's fears about Brexit.
After seeing his vision for how we can go out and make Britain, get us out there and to fight our way.
You were a Remain voter and he made you feel much better about it.
Yeah.
I said, well, I regard myself as an unreconstructed free market, unionist, Eurosceptic Atlanticist.
Open goal for you to kick into. What is the motivation of Remainers?
I'm just thinking how hard to kick. Yeah.
Who just automatically seem to think that the whole thing is going to be a complete disaster.
It just seems to me a bit bizarre that people would want to talk down our own chances of success.
I want to ask you about sausages.
There's always one.
I visited recently a sausage factory in Yorkshire. Most of the labour they employ is Latvian because they have very great difficulty recruiting British people locally. You're the party of business. You're supposedly one of its most business-friendly ministers. What do you say to them?
That if you say to the British public what do they think about immigration, they will say that people who come to this country, who have jobs, who contribute to our economy are welcome. But people who come with no jobs, who utilise public services that they've never contributed to, are much less welcome. And I think that's a fairly reasonable and rational argument for people to have. The problem with the European Union is not free movement of labour, it's free movement of people.
There was something condescending and insulting and actually quite dangerous in that answer. We sort of mix them up, really, with people who supposedly just come here to sit around all day and claim benefits, which then feeds people's prejudice. The very prejudices that sort of sit under Brexit, along with a load of resentment, people's sense of place, very emotional kind of politics. That's what's driving this, not economics. And to get a sense of it, we're going to have to go quite a long way from here to the Brexit heartlands. That's what we're doing next.